Semen Retention, 30-day mark. Hello world, Son of the Soul here, ready to shine some light. How you feeling today? How you breathing today? Today we'll be talking about what it feels like when you first hit 30 days holding on to your seed. For the people who just started Semen Retention and they're trying to understand what it's like, the experiences, I'm gonna be very real about what I've experienced as somebody who is very sexually active. Be watching Pornhub all the time, all this extra stimulus, all this stimulation that I got, which caused me to spill my seed all the time. And the road to get into 30 days, I'm gonna be all real about it. Let's talk about it right now. So I broken down into 3 points, just so I can just get it out of my head, you know. And so let's start with the first one. Now the first one is irritability. Now this was very interesting because, you know, 30 days wasn't even my goal at first. It was 1 week. God damn it. Like, that was a milestone for me. And I would get so fascinated when I end up spilling my seed and not making it to 7 days when I'm trying to do semen retention. I'm like, damn, like, I can't hold it this long. And it's very interesting. And so it will fluctuate. I'll hit a week, I finally hit a week, Then it'll be like a week and a half. I made it to a week and a half. Then I made it to 2 weeks. Then I made it to 3 weeks. And like when I hit 2-3 weeks, these sensations started to occur. So one of them was irritability. I was very irritable to just the littlest things. Like it would just tick me off. Like little things that I normally wouldn't react to, you know. And like I started my spiritual journey like way before Semen Retention. I was already meditating and everything, and I'm like, damn, like I'm fucking meditating. Like this is not, like why is this happening? And I took that into consideration. I'm like, damn, like there's something that's happening here. And I realized that underneath all the triggers that I was getting, there was something rooted that I haven't resolved. And the thing that happens is, let me explain to you. There's this man named Eckhart Tolle, and he explains this term called pain body. And this is a sensation that's stored within your body, right? Some sort of trauma, some sort of pain that you went through, something very bad. It could be something very good too, but we're talking in terms of pain body that rises from the surface when stimulated. So your body is very intelligent. It remembers everything from when you was a year old, way past your memories, past all the memories that you can get to. You know, it remembers everything. It remembers very specific situations that stimulated in a negative way, and these are called pain bodies. So I was getting these pain bodies, and I'm like, damn, I'm trying to get past this mark. I'm trying to hit this 30-day mark, but I'm running into these pain bodies, and I'll end up having too much energy, and then I'll end up spilling it. And I realized that like I have to find my resolve within these pain bodies. So over time, as I'm starting over, I'm starting over, I'm looking for these sensations, I'm looking for these triggers. When's it happening? Why is it happening? I just started questioning myself like crazy. I'm like, damn, like there's another layer of myself that I haven't even really uncovered yet. But just having that symptom itself, irritability, it showed me that there's a lot of shit that, a lot of baggage that I had still lingering on, you know. So the next one, I was irritable, was very aggressive. Now, the aggression was, it was something that I was expecting from Semen Retention, because that's what I learned. It's like that you do get more aggressive, but it was very unstable. Like, it was very random. It wasn't the aggression that I was used to. You know, I know what aggression feels like, but it was just very random, and I don't know if in certain situations my aggression was called for or not, which kind of took me by surprise. Yeah, it took me by surprise. Now in that retrospect, you know, I'm not used to all this built up energy that's happening, me holding my seed, and I'm getting all this aggression. So I made a decision to put it to use, and you know, I started drawing again. I picked up the guitar. I started playing acoustic guitar. I started working out. That's probably one of the most important ones that happened. I started working out, taking my aggression into something productive like pain. The pain of working out. After my workouts, I'd feel cool down. All this tension, all this, just it's just all, it all ends up cooling down. Maintained, I would say, controlled. So that was one of the other symptoms, this aggression that I was getting. And the last one was flatline. I was getting flatline. If you don't understand what flatline is my sexual desire just dropped. Like, I wasn't feeling sexual. I wasn't aroused looking at women. And I think that was one of the weirdest experiences I had when I was getting to 30 days. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, because I'm hearing about semen retention, no fap, and I'm hearing quite the opposite. You know, I would feel more sexual. I feel more engaged sexually, but the opposite happened. And the funny thing is, you know, when you're new and you're starting your semen retention and you relapse because you flatlined, a lot of it has to do with your psychology. So, you know, you psych yourself out thinking that, like, your dick doesn't work no more. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with my dick? So subconsciously, I end up doing things that will cause me to relapse. I'll end up you know, trying to mess with a chick, and then I end up having sex, and then I just spill my seed in the process. Or I'll end up looking at some damn Pornhub or something, and I end up spilling my seed in the process. Just so I could see, like, you know, is my shit still working? And of course it works. But what's happening when you're at flatline is that your brain is recalibrating your the dopamine hits it gets. So you're not getting it by spilling your seed anymore. So it's like, okay, well, I guess you don't need to spill your seed, and it starts to recalibrate. But all in all that fixes itself in the process. But you'd have to go into the unknown and let your body do its work in this process. So, like, if you feel flatline, like, that's a good thing. It means your body's doing its job and it's trying to reset everything. And before then, you know, everything works out. But in that retrospect, I had to provide discipline for myself and just, like, say like, okay, well, I don't need to be sexual right now. Even though I don't feel sexual, I shouldn't let it cause me to endanger my progress by spilling my seed. So it helped me take that initiative. So that was all the 3 bullet points, right? So I was irritable, I was aggressive, and I had flatline. So my irritability, there's a lot of healing that I need to be doing, a lot of problems I need to solve inside myself. When I started making resolves, I finally graduated into the 30-day mark. I was very aggressive. I took that aggression and I turned it into something creative. I turned that into something productive. And in that process, I graduated from the 30-day mark. Flatline taught me to be very disciplined. I have to be disciplined. I have to sacrifice the good sensation to get the great sensation. And once I did that, I graduated from the 30-day mark. So there you have it. If you get any of those symptoms, that's what I experienced. That's what you can do to help with that. I'm gonna be making a couple more videos about this. Stay tuned. Like it, share it, comment, let's talk. Stay bright.